All right, hey guys, let's do something fun. So yeah, I saw this thing on Tier Maker. I actually want to do this thing right after the Batman movie came out, just to have an idea about what we've achieved so far in terms of the scale of the multiverse for both Marvel and DC, especially when it comes to these live action superhero movies. I think that it's a great time to live in, to have all these amazing fantasy stories brought to life about people with special abilities and superhumans and people affected by side effects of chemicals and whatever that turn them into monsters or heroes and yeah, mystical powers, magic. There's so many things that create superpowers, and superpowers make people either better versions of themselves or worse versions of themselves, but it amplifies the person's personality from what we have seen and learned and read over the years. And that's where we have supervillains and superheroes on both sides. This one's mainly for superheroes, and I'm just gonna use this tier maker to go ahead and just rank all the live action superheroes mainly from Marvel and DC. And yeah, we'll see where that takes us. So to start off with the MCU Thor, this one looks like the Endgame Thor, um, which was the one that was hunting after Thanos, but he doesn't have. No, wait, hang on. This guy doesn't have Stormbreaker. All right, the one without Stormbreaker, I'm gonna put him in B first because I need to see what are the others like, right? Because if it's Endgame Thor, I think it's a straight S tier. But this Thor was the one that was fighting against Iron Man in like a little forest. So there's no way he's A or S. I don't think he's anywhere close to that. This is Ben Affleck's Daredevil, actually. Yeah, this is Ben Affleck's Daredevil. This is a pretty good Daredevil, I must say. But in terms of power level, I don't think he stands a chance against the upper echelon of what this is going to be. This is Christopher Reeve Superman, straight S, because he can turn back time by just spinning around the planet. This guy's OP, he's broken. He is literally a physics and meta defining character. I don't think there's any question. And he's Christopher Reeve, so we'll give him more kudos for that. This Batman was not only hilarious, but I think he could probably stop just a bunch of pickpockets, quite frankly. Yeah. Can you imagine if this guy was put into the not Pattinson, the BVS. Okay, can you imagine if this guy went up against Superman? If this guy went up against Christopher Reeve's Superman, BVS, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, just have that thought in your head for a while, let it sink in. Black Lightning. I think Black Lightning is a C tier. He's definitely more powerful than Daredevil by all means. But I think that these characters just doesn't really achieve the potential in the TV show. Hmm. But anyway, he has a lot of potential. Probably comics will give us a better view of that. Logan. So this guy has reached the peak form of his fighting skills and knowledge, but his recovery is not that good. And yeah, he's also slower for his age, and he has times where he can rage and enhance himself with the chemical that the vials that he gets that increases mutant abilities. But otherwise, I don't think he can hold a candle to this version of Daredevil. He's just not able to fight. Like if this was the X-Men Dark Phoenix, right? What is it called? Uh, X-Men 3. The Last Stand. Yeah, the Last Stand Wolverine I think would be like easy C tier, but not this guy. Rocket Raccoon would probably be E2. He relies a lot on his gadgets. Actually, you know what? For his intelligence, we're gonna put him up a little bit. I think in a straight fight, if he just takes his gun out, he would pose a serious threat. But things like Black Lightning would just fry him. So yeah, no real chance there. Brandon Routh's Superman is definitely A tier. Pretty close to S, I think, because this guy did one thing that a lot of other Superman could not, which is resist kryptonite to a monstrous level of. He had a monstrous level of resistance to kryptonite. He was able to lift like a kryptonite island, which Lex Luthor was working on, and throw it to space. I think that's like a feat not achieved by any other Superman. And he's pretty broken in that sense, but he doesn't have like reality warping abilities like the Christopher Reeve Superman, and he can definitely take on this Thor because yeah, he can lift an entire island and throw it to space. Yeah, he's pretty insane. Even Thor can't do that. Even Thor needs to use like the full brunt of his hammer power only to smash like one end of that floating piece of land, which was Sokovia, right? So yeah, yeah, no way, no way. All right, Ant-Man. I think quite frankly, Ant-Man is C tier. Just because if he goes into Giant Man form, and I think at the peak of his abilities, if he's adept enough, he can definitely just stomp all of these characters below him. He's definitely Black Lightning tier. Aquaman, King Aquaman is probably B tier. Actually, you know what? No, he's A tier. Yeah, he's totally A tier because he can control that giant beast. No, but that's not his ability, is it? Nah, he's B tier. I think he can just stand in on a straight up combat against Thor. I don't think he has anywhere near the power to take on a Superman. No way. Beast Boy. I think this Beast Boy who can turn into a tiger is this Wolverine's tier. In fact, I think Wolverine will just make mincemeat out of him. Quite frankly. Yeah, he's nowhere near able. Yeah, Nebula will totally just kill all of them. Nebula would stand a chance against these two, probably. I think Nebula may even be able to beat Rocket here. But Rocket's really intelligent and resourceful. And for that reason, I think as a superhero, Rocket just stands a better chance. But yeah, Nebula's pretty capable too, nonetheless. Batgirl. I think this Batgirl might be on Daredevil's tier. I really want to put her in this Logan tier, but I think considering she's still a Batgirl and she has her resources, um, yeah, she's still capable. But I actually know what I don't really see her doing many things. Like I don't think she's as capable as Nebula or Rocket or this Ben Affleck's Daredevil. I don't think so. Yeah. In fact, Ben Affleck's Daredevil also might end up in this tier as I scale these people up. I think because they're just hand-to-hand combatants. They're not really no, capable of anything else. The only reason they can stand a chance against Logan here is because of his slow recovery. Otherwise, yeah, Logan will just beat the crap out of them if in his regular strength. Bad Flag. This Bad Flag was able to take on a Superman. This guy is pretty strong and broken. Actually, you know what? Let's put him in B tier because he relies on kryptonite to achieve what he needed to do. But it tells me that if he wanted to actually kill someone, he can totally prepare for it. Like 20 years in Gotham made this Batman a killer, and I think that's very realistic of what 20 years in a hellhole like Gotham would do to even the likes of Batman. Like yes, you can say oh the comics tells that he's incorruptible and whatever. Go back and read the comics and you'll see Batman actually kill people. Watch the old movies and you'll see Batman actually kill people. A lot of the time they do it off screen. Hey, even in the MCU, what is that Avengers film? I think it's the second Avengers film where the Avengers raid this base before they meet Quicksilver and Wanda, and they totally just kill a bunch of soldiers along the way. And you may say, yeah, but that's not Batman. But hey, that's war, and Batman has been at war for 20 years in Gotham. And I think at some point he just realized that these guys are just not going to change, and yeah, starts killing them. Anyway, Bad Flag. Bad Flag is pretty scary. If he wants to kill someone, he can totally, you know, work his way up there, find the resources necessary, do the research, and take on serious challenges. So yeah, I'll be really surprised if if you guys think that no way he can take on these two. I think if he prepares, he can totally take on anyone. I think Batflag is the only Batman who can do that actually, compared to all the other Batman. This is the only Superman taking on Batman sort of thing. But of course, it's not Superman level. It's just that the kryptonite advantage is something to take note of. Black Widow is E tier. Um, actually, let's put it in F tier. Yeah, we'll give her that controversy. I really don't think she can take on Logan or Batgirl or Daredevil. No way. Like Daredevil literally has a superpower. There is no way. Yeah, just the Daredevil's weaknesses. on top of his superpower, so people who know that can totally take advantage of that. And Batgirl would, knowing she's bad DNA, she would totally take advantage of his hearing weaknesses as well. Shuri, really? Um, Shuri with weapons and maybe Black Panther Shuri. But just based on the movie that we have seen and what we have seen Shuri able to do, she can just shoot people. She's intelligent, yes, but she didn't really use her intelligence very much, did she? Like they were coming up with so many interviews saying, "Oh, she's probably the as intelligent as Tony Stark," blah blah, and they had that entire scene of her trying to unbutton the Infinity Stone from Vision, but it amounted to nothing. Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember she spent like almost half an hour of the film trying to save Vision, and it did nothing? I seriously think there's a director's cut out there where she saved Vision. Something happened somewhere because even the Hulk was not in the Wakanda battle. Instead, they used Hulkbuster. So a lot of things changed during production, I'm sure. Anyway, the Winter Soldier Bucky is just a good hand-to-hand combatant. Nothing much else, quite frankly. I think he actually has the strength of Captain America because we can totally see him go toe to toe. Uh, hmm. Would he be able to take on this Logan? Yes. Batgirl though. Batgirl's pretty scary actually. Knowing what she can be. But this Batgirl, yeah, maybe we can just keep her there. I think this is okay. I don't think he can take on Nebula. He'll just die. And Rocket Raccoon on a good day, no way. Wait. This is the new. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. I actually don't know. I think he's in Batgirl, but I don't think I've watched up to this point. Yeah. Okay, MCU Captain Marvel is just OP broken shit. Yeah, she's just the Mary Sue of Marvel. Quite frankly, she's the Mary Sue of Marvel. Yeah, I think she deserves all the hate she got. Not the actress. Like, I don't hate the actress. She may be a good actress or whatever, but that's irrelevant to the way the writers bring up the character. I think the character just had a terrible arc, and yeah, Captain Marvel just yeah horrible. I think she deserves all the hate. Captain America, I think is just Bucky level. I really like. Yes, they give him some amazing moments, and oh yeah, he can lift Thor's hammer or whatever because he's worthy. But I think that's just a fan service scene, and in reality, even if he lifts Thor's hammer, he would not have the knowledge to use it. He what call down lightning, control the storms? Are you kidding me? It's Captain America. Although I do think it's deserving enough to put him at one level higher than these people, just because he has better combat experience. And now that I think about it, Batgirl probably stands a chance at this level because she has the resources to you know to match these people. I think it's a fair thing to say. Like these are all genetic freaks. Rocket Raccoon is a genetic freak. Nebula is just monstrous. Daredevil is the only person who you can question. But I think that the Netflix Daredevil might be better than this version, right? I think so. And so I'll reserve for the other guy. I mean, yeah, probably reserve a slot for the other guy. War Machine is E tier. He's just gonna get EMP'd by Raccoon and then he'll call it a day. And Batgirl and everyone in the world will EMP him. Christian Bale's Batman. Christian Bale's Batman is probably E tier. I think he'll just get murdered by this row here. I don't think he stands a chance. Where is he? And then he'll. That's probably it. It's the last we'll hear from him. This girl is. She's Iron Fist's girlfriend, right? What would her power level be? Huh. I don't think she has any powers. But she's a really good martial artist. I think she'll just be in Black Widow's tier. There we go. That's the Daredevil that I want to see. Yeah, that's the Daredevil that I want to see. So, Charlie Cox Daredevil's definitely G tier. I think he has seen some pretty insane peaks in his Daredeviling career. And yeah, it's only a matter of the fact that he has the restraint not to kill people, sort of thing, in his way, and he's not really a super soldier by any means. But he can be pretty scary. Actually, you know what? I think it's fair to say that he'll still be on this tier. Yeah, he'll probably be the best on this tier, but I don't think I can actually compare him to the D tier list unless I were to move some people up, which is like really superpower levels. Mm, yeah, because he doesn't have the resources Batgirl has. Like Batgirl's gadgets are pretty insane. Actually, you know what? Thinking of that, War Machine should be on this level. But the problem with the War Machine is not his suit; it's the pilot inside it. It's just an idiot. So yeah, I really don't know why they downplay War Machine so much. War Machine in the comics is actually pretty cool. Yeah, Drax the Destroyer is E tier. Like yeah, he's super strong and whatever, but he's super stupid, so he probably wouldn't know what to do in a fight anyway. Dawn is definitely here. Deadpool is broken. C tier. Yeah, yeah. Deadpool is definitely C tier. He would definitely kill anyone under this list. Captain America, boom, dead. Nebula dead. Rocket, Raccoon dead. Dead. Yeah, all these are dead. There's no way they stand a chance against Deadpool unless they have some way of surviving his endless cycle of ammunition. Yeah. Okay. Doctor Strange, able to take on all the way up to Thanos, is definitely an A tier character. The only reason he's not in S tier is because he relies on the Eye of Agamotto, and even then, he was not able to stop Thanos with the Infinity Stones. And I think Christopher Reeve Superman would have taken on Thanos. Easy, 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 no question. This Green Lantern is probably A tier. He was able to take on Parallax, a literally planet-destroying creature, which I would say is near the power creep of Captain Marvel and Thanos. So I think he can take on Captain Marvel. He's basically the DC version of Captain Marvel, but yeah, it's what they are. Uh, Gamora and Nebula probably in the same tier. I think Gamora deserves the respect because she is a very very terrifying assassin. Wait, which Batman is this? Is this Clooney or is it Val Kilmer? I'm sorry, I really can't tell. I think it's based on the bat suit. You know what? Either way, I don't think this Batman is able to meet the capabilities of even this Batgirl. Because the new Batgirl is actually like she's been amped up because of I think Ben Affleck's Batman. Because Ben Affleck's Batman came out just before this Batgirl series started, and a lot of things in Ruby Rose Batgirl actually like improved her. Actually, you know what? Let's put her in the Netflix tier. I think she deserves to be in this list. Yeah, I don't think these people can actually challenge these. I think these are all very mid tier, I would say, people of ability. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Is this uh Robbie? Is it Robbie? Is it Robbie Reyes? Ghost Rider? I think it's Robbie, right? His name, I can't remember his actual name, but it's the other Ghost Rider. It's not the regular one. I think this guy's C tier is pretty insane power. There are ways of defeating him, but his power is pretty insane. Definitely better than this Ghost Rider. Who actually, you know what? The Ghost Rider is actually pretty strong. Now that I think about it, it's just that they rely on certain things, and of course, daylight is an ultimate weakness for them. But Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider is probably slightly more powerful, just because of what we've seen him do. Or actually, you know what? I think this Ghost Rider is actually equally powerful. It's just that because Robbie Reyes actually had a better story in the Agents of Shield, probably that's why I'm favoring him. Yeah, I think the Ghost Riders deserve to be on this tier. Actually, you know what? They're stronger. I take it back. They're far more powerful. Like if they were actually after you because you're a villain and they catch you and they give you a penance stare, it's penance stare, right? You're dead. There's no escaping from the Ghost Rider stare. Yeah, even Deadpool would just die in an instant. Deadpool doesn't stand a chance because of the number of people he's killed. He would just die. Yeah, Ant-Man would just burn to crisp. Black Lightning would be dust. Yeah. Okay. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Hawk. And would be probably here. Yep. Red Hood, right? Red Hood's here. Red Hood can fight really well. Yeah, I think Red Hood can totally take on Christian Bale's Batman any day too. I think it's a fair assessment. Yeah. The thing is, Charlie Cox Daredevil is excellent fighter because we see him do a lot of things in his series, and he has a very well fledged character development. But just in terms of his sheer strength, because yes, he can fight, but all he fights are just regular people. He doesn't really take on anyone's superpower until Defenders, and that too is a fight against a very amateur Iron Fist. But Iron Fist, in his own arc, develops to quite a powerful character, and if he can control his Iron Fist even further with the healing abilities and all of that, I think yeah, he is the probably C tier if he can achieve his full potential. But I don't think I saw that in the series. I think he stays at D. This Hulk that never stops growing is C tier. Yeah, yeah, he can't take on this list. Um. Oh, what's this guy's name? Uh, Icarus. Yeah, Icarus is B tier. Icarus is not A tier. No, no, no. Yeah, he's B tier, definitely. Actually, Icarus should be A tier, considering he's like an Eternal, and they're supposed to be like super, super powerful characters and whatever. And Icarus has some base Superman. Actually, you know what? Let's put Icarus here, just to give him the benefit of the doubt, because they are supposed Eternals are supposed to be stronger than the a lot of the other humans and Avengers and whatever. It's just that we never really saw him in the same parallel like moment with another person like Lantern or Captain Marvel using his ability. But I think if he was given the freedom without being a slave to one of the Eternals, I think yeah, it makes sense that he's that powerful. Whoa, BB, sorry, Justice League Flash. Um, B tier. I think. Actually, you know what? He's really strong. He's just that he holds back. Yeah, he holds back his powers. He's actually really, really powerful. Just that he's very timid character-wise, and he holds back his powers. And I think that Zack did that on purpose, for Justice League, because otherwise Flash is kind of OP. Just because his power creep is pretty insane. Like, yeah, yeah, I think it makes sense. But at the same time, I can't really put him up there because he didn't really display that much power. Like if he wants to kill any of these characters, he totally can. So we'll just put him here. But if you were to go up against these characters, these are like serious guns. These are serious guns. Like Green Lantern would just trap him in an instant and then squash him like into nothingness. And I don't think he can vibrate through Green Lantern's ring aura. I think that's something unique, right? It's like a construct that's just as strong as his will. So if Green Lantern has enough willpower, there's no way Flash can vibrate through that, and Captain Marvel will just pop him. Yeah. Arrow. Okay, this Arrow is pretty insane. This Arrow is pretty insane, I must say. But I don't think he is superhuman levels of strength. So yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Actually, it's surprising to know that the Guardians are actually just on top of this list. But yeah, it makes sense because these people take on like way, way stronger threats. Phil Coulson. I like this. I'm gonna put him in F tier. Just yeah. I mean, sorry, Phil, but you are still Phil Coulson. Jessica Jones is actually F tier. I think she's worse than all of these characters. There's no way she stands a chance against them. Yeah, there's no way she stands a chance. Punisher though. Punisher. The thing about him is that he's pretty much like Batman. He's very resourceful, very knowledgeable, very, very capable fighter. And I think that's the one advantage he has over everything else. Yeah, because I don't think that Punisher has any kind of way to challenge Drax. No, actually, you know what? Yeah, he can totally take on this list. Yeah, he deserves to be here. Yeah, he'll just be caught off guard by this D list characters. Actually, even Gamora, right? Gamora is supposed to be the like the most dangerous woman in the galaxy or whatever, but we didn't really see her do much other than try to take a knife and poke Thanos a few times. Actually, you know what? We're gonna move Gamora down, and we're gonna move Nebula down too, because all we see them do is hand to hand, and they may be excellent, but all these people in this E tier list are excellent hand to hand combatants. What differentiates them is just their abilities to actually execute the fight. And yeah, I don't think Gamora stands a chance. Neither does Nebula. Neither does Rocket. Rocket against Captain America. Captain would totally win that fight. Iron Fist would totally wreck this list. Yeah, that would make sense. I think. I think so. Iron Man. Okay, so this is there another version of Iron Man here? Like, is there the Iron Man from the Endgame somewhere? I'm not sure because the MCU's Iron Man is pretty OP shit. Not gonna lie, he's pretty broken. Uh, yeah, he is pretty broken. Okay, you know what? Let's move this Iron Man to the B tier list. I think he can totally take on everything except like world destroying threats. Like yes, he fought Thanos, but you can clearly see that it wasn't a winning battle in any way. And Thanos had his Infinity Gauntlet disabled, whereas Doctor Strange took him on with the Infinity Gauntlet, and so did Captain Marvel. Actually, Captain Marvel also took him on with the Infinity Gauntlet. So I think, um, yeah, that's where Iron Man deserves to be, pretty much. Oh, this is Sif, right? Lady Sif. Lady Sif would be D tier, I think, because she's not only an excellent combatant, she's just superhuman. She's uh, she's Asgardian, right? Is Sif? Yes, Sif is Asgardian. Yeah. Luke Cage, E, great fighter, but just not a very capable combatant. Supergirl would be probably B tier. Iron Man would destroy Supergirl. Yep. Ah, there we go. Michael Keaton's Batman. Michael Keaton's Batman. Okay. If Michael Keaton's Batman fought this Daredevil, he wouldn't stand a chance. Mm, yeah, like all these people are just used to fighting regular guys. They don't fight like, of course, the Guardians fight some world-ending threats, but they too fight it in a very simple fashion. Like, could you imagine if Gamora took on Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet just by herself, one on one? Dust. Uh, is this another Bad Girl version? Oh, this is the new Bad Girl. This is after the Ruby Rose one, right? I'm just gonna put on the same tier, give it the benefit of the doubt. Black Panther is D tier. Yeah, definitely D tier. Enhanced superhuman abilities, excellent fighter, able to take on Captain America toe to toe, has the resources to boot, and the intelligence. Vision is B tier. Um, yeah, Vision's B tier. Peggy Carter, that's cute. Quicksilver. Oh, this Quicksilver is pretty broken actually. I think it deserves to be on B tier. Yeah, I can already hear the Sweet Dreams playing as he just destroys half of this. But he can destroy everyone below this for sure. But I don't think he can take on some people here. Yeah, okay. Hawkeye. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. E tier. Loki. What Loki really upsets me in the live action movies because nowhere near like he's nowhere near the Loki in the comics, and it really upsets me to know that yeah he's just been underplayed in this MCU. Like his powers are just great illusions. I mean, Loki has turned Thor into like animals in the comics. Loki has mind controlled entire villages. Loki's pretty scary in the comics. Loki's like magical abilities like are pretty impressive. They're on par with his mother, who's like pretty close to like Odin's level of power. I mean, of course, yeah, Odin's a power creep, but still. Anyway, would this Loki be able to take on this Deadpool? I think so. Yeah, I think if Loki went all out with his powers, it is possible. Yeah, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But you know what? Considering this is MCU Loki, who relied a lot on the Chitauri stuff and didn't really have any of his own powers to boot, he's D tier. Yeah, Mantis is D tier. Yeah, she would be able to definitely mind control any of these people in close combat and close quarter range, even the likes of Loki. But against this C tier list, I think she'd die before she can reach them. Ant-Man would just football kick her to the moon. Nick Fury, that's nice. Right, Robin, from the Titans, E tier. Wanda Maximoff. After the Wanda Vision, A tier. We still haven't seen her doing some, like, yes, we saw her resisting Thanos, able to take him on, but Thanos with the gauntlet is just something else. Yeah, Thanos with the gauntlet is something else. Like Thanos with the gauntlet is probably Parallax level of power, which is why this Green Lantern is here, because they're like world-destroying threats. So yeah, safe to say. This Quicksilver, uh, okay, here, D, yeah, because Cap was able to just knock him out. But he can also take on Cap actually. He just didn't have the intelligence to boot. I think you know what, let's put him in E. I think these Batman will just wreck him. Like all of these Batman will wreck him. Okoye, that's nice. Okoye is F tier. I think if anyone seriously fought her, they would just kill her. Wasp. Just one tier below Ant-Man. Because she can do some serious damage, but we just not seen her do it. Actually, let's put an E tier. No, you know what? Her powers are pretty. Her powers can't be underestimated. Just that we haven't seen her do anything yet. But yeah, she can totally be a threat. There we go. This Batman. This is a very new Batman. I don't think he can take on Black Widow in a fight though. Actually, you know what? Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's put him in the E tier list. I think he's definitely a better fighter than Bale's Batman. I think Bale's Batman is actually the probably one of the weakest Batman. Like he's very grounded, very realistic version, and I think that's why he's the weakest. Because in reality, Bale's Batman is what anyone could be. You know, you'd just be a guy in a suit that goes around beating up people, but you'd not be some, OP character that just shows up out of nowhere and is able to take on the world. And I think all these grounded versions are really cool, but power level wise, yep. Okay, let's see. Falcon. This Falcon, he didn't take the super soldier serum to the very end, so kudos to him for that. But he gets the F tier. Hmm. Yeah, he gets the F tier. Don't think he can take on an E tier list. Oh, this girl's pretty broken. She's definitely A tier. She's an Eternal. She's pretty powerful as an Eternal. Shang-Chi is probably D tier, I think. With all the rings and the fact that now he's immortal, he's probably Iron Fist level of powers, and I think it's fair to say that he can probably go to C tier because he was able to destroy that huge dragon creature. Actually, you know what? He's probably B tier. Now that I think about it, his powers are pretty scary. Would he be able to take on these people though? No. Would this Quicksilver be able to take on that list? No. No, 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 no. This Quicksilver didn't stand a chance against these characters. No way. What was I thinking when I put him there? There's no way. Yeah. And you know what? This Ant-Man actually sucks. Let's put him here. I think these two deserve to be in the same level. Is Deadpool that good too? He's just good at healing. Yes, he's a good fighter. But you know what? Now that I think about it, it's probably just Cap's level. This Hulk would tear these people apart. right? If Loki just never learns to use his powers, this Hulk would just tear them apart. Hmm. Yeah, all right. Toby Spider Man. Oh, that's interesting. Toby Spider Man is probably D tier. Yeah, okay. Tom Holland Spider Man is probably E tier. I think it's the worst Spider Man, the least capable Spider Man. Like, yes, he has the amazing strength, an amazing ability, and whatever, but doesn't have the experience that Toby has and the shit that Toby went through to get to where he is. He didn't have Tony Stark. He didn't have the Avengers. He fought like so many villains by himself. He's something else. Star Lord. Star Lord. Okay, straight up fight Star Lord and Gamora. Yeah, yeah. Okay, E tier is fine. Oh, this is the Starfire from the Netflix series, right? The one that always needs to recharge. Let's put an E tier because she always needs to recharge. I call it the recharge fire because she doesn't have enough power all the time. She needs to recharge. At the end of every episode, oh, I need to recharge. Oh, I used my powers in the last episode to heat up my coffee mug, so I need to recharge. Tyler Hoakland Superman. Tyler Hoakland. Is that his name? I think I said it right. I think so. B tier, C tier. Yep, I think that's fair. I think that's very fair. This is like the weakest Superman I've ever seen. And I'm talking, nothing. The actor is pretty good and all that, but the story is just so terrible. This Superman is literally weakened by anything. U.S. military, neighbor's dog, you name it. He's just weak to everything. Henry Cavill Superman, though, this guy is something else. Henry Cavill Superman, especially in the end of JL. Um, yeah, he's not a reality warping Superman though. Yeah, like this Superman, Christopher Reeve Superman would totally destroy Doctor Strange. Yeah, actually, after watching No Way Home, seeing Doctor Strange being defeated by the likes of Tom Holland Spider Man, I think for that reason alone, I'm gonna have to drop him to B tier because he mostly had his powers like pumped up because he relied on the Time Stone. But by himself, I think this Doctor Strange is just not that ready yet to do, something else otherworldly. Like these people can totally take on otherworldly characters. Like Doctor Strange is holding up a wall of water throughout Endgame, while Captain Marvel is actually beating up Thanos. So yeah, yep, yep. I think that's fair, right? I think that's fair. Tony Stark and this Strange, technology and magic, opposite ends. Yeah, all right. Um, Raven. This Raven's actually pretty scary. Mm, she hasn't learned to fully use her powers, and she always needs some help. So for that, I'm gonna put her in E tier. But she can kill anyone in this list if she wants to. She can totally do that. Season what season are they in? 10, 11? I don't know, but this guy has had the power creep of the century. He's not the fastest man alive. He says it at the beginning of every episode, but don't trust him because every episode there's someone faster than him. That's basically the story of this this Flash. But yeah, I think he's pretty powerful. Actually, he's way more powerful than this Flash. This Flash. The thing is, this Flash can totally turn back time, but not in the way this Flash can. And he is pretty scary because he's fast and all that. But I think just in a straight up battle, he wouldn't stand a chance against the B tier list. Yeah, so that's a reason to move him down to C tier. And Vision has weaknesses. There was what is it? Avengers Infinity War, where Hawkeye stops Vision from going after Wanda, and although temporary before Wanda completely disables him, for the fact that there are certain tools that can totally affect him because he's still like very reliant on his what do you call this? His electronic side of things. I think for that, leaving him in C tier with Black Lightning is fair. Yeah, I would want to move Black Lightning actually to D tier for that reason. Like, yes, he can counter Vision, but he doesn't stand a chance against the rest of these, right? This Flash and this Quicksilver are pretty much on the same level, I would say. Actually, no, this Flash is more powerful. Just that we didn't see him do more than run around, turn back time, push a bunch of people. Yeah, for that reason, I'm gonna put him in C tier. But I think he can totally reach B easily. Um, but not on the regular basis though. He's still very young as a Flash as well. Not like this Flash. This Flash is broken. This Flash has learned shit over like 10 seasons. So yeah. This Supergirl though has to go to C tier for that reason because I have seen her being defeated by some pretty easy stuff. And yeah, she's totally tied at Hoakland Superman level, so that makes sense. I think both the Hulks are on the same level. Shang-Chi can kill both of them by himself. Hmm. I want to move Shang-Chi to B tier list, but I think that these people can actually take him on. Valkyrie. D tier. Cyborg. Um, C tier. Huh. D tier. I think in a straight up battle, he doesn't stand a chance against this list, but the fact that he can control nukes and technology makes him a very serious threat. But I'm sure there's ways around it, like workarounds to just disable his ability to reach into the networks and whatever, because, he's still relying on radio frequencies and stuff like that. So I'm sure these characters can still take him on. But I think he can totally shut down Vision. I think he totally counters Vision, just straight up. Yeah. Actually, do all these characters counter Vision? Can these Hulks fight Tyler Hoakland's Superman? No, no. But they can fight Captain America though. Uh, huh. It's a pretty close competition here. I'm just gonna leave it as is. Wonder Woman is probably C tier. Yeah, fair assessment. She had a massive power creep in the Wonder Woman film when she fought against Ares. So for that reason, I'm gonna move her to B tier. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Right? Aquaman's level? No, actually, you know what? Aquaman's not as strong as this Superman. Neither is Wonder Woman. The Ghost Riders, though. Neither is Batfleck, actually. Let's put him in this level. I think these are all pretty equally. Like, these guys are like titans. These MCU characters are just so strong. This Flash, though. Wong. He's the new Sorcerer Supreme, and for that reason, I'm gonna put him above Doctor Strange. No, I'm just kidding. Wong is D tier. He opens portals and closes portals. I think that's about it. That's all he ever does. Amazing Spider-Man is probably Toby's level. Can he take on the threat that because Toby took on both Venom and Sandman. He did have help though, but he was still able to do it. He took on Doc Ock. Um, Amazing Spider-Man. I think it's fair enough. They're around that level. There's probably another one tier in between here to fit them in. Another Batman. Just drop him in the Batman tier. Professor X. Oh, this is a good one. B tier. I think Professor X would just erase the memories of everyone below this tier, including all these Supermen. Maybe not Wonder Woman. I'm sure she has some resistance because she's a demigod and whatever. But I think everyone else here, boom, memory gone. Yeah, there's no way they stand a chance against him. Yeah. B tier though, I think can take it. I'm sure Doctor Strange is already has an enchantment to protect his memory, and everyone the A tier is all these Supermen. I'm sure they're so powerful that they overwhelm Professor X's mind control abilities. Wow, this beast really looks like some kind of strange commercial ad for some breakfast cereal. Let's put him in F tier. This Professor X, C tier, I think. Mystique, F tier. Yeah, F tier. Human Torch. Ah, this is a good one. Let's put him in C tier. I think Human Torch is pretty powerful, but there are easy ways to counter him. Let's put him in D. Mr. Fantastic, the new Mr. Fantastic, E tier. Uh, Invisible Woman, probably Human Torch tier. Wait, isn't this the same human? Oh, this is different Human Torch. I think they're more or less the same level of power. I don't think the Human Torches are underplayed too much. The Thing. Yeah, I think they say the Thing should be in the level of Drax. Wait, why are there so many Human Torches? You're Human Torch, right? You're not Captain America, right? Is Human Torch? Is Human Torch? We'll just put them all in D. Another Thing. Another Invisible Woman. I think they're almost of equal power. I don't think these people's powers were manipulated that much in the movies. Like, yes, we saw the new Mr. Fantastic actually do more things, which is actually cool. Like, he could actually change his facial expressions and whatever. And it's closer to the comics because, yeah, he has all those abilities in the comics that they didn't really show this guy do, this Reed Richards. But still, I think that's about it. Rogue is E. Yeah. Rogue is F. Yeah. Black Widow would just kill her with a bunch of gloves. Like if this was Rogue in the comics, Rogue might even be A tier because Rogue can literally keep the powers of whoever she actually touches. But in this one, I don't think Rogue has that ability, so F it is. Cyclops. Let's see. Give me a sec. Let me just check this. Okay. This Cyclops, he has the power to boot. Leadership abilities, power. Yeah, I think it's fair enough to put him in E tier. I don't think he can take on this list. Dark Phoenix though. Dark Phoenix is C tier. This Professor X, right? B tier. Yeah, she would destroy this list. Yeah, I think she's on par with Professor X actually. It's just that, Actually, you know what? Let's put an A tier. I think Dark Phoenix is actually more powerful than all of these characters. The only reason she was defeated by Logan, by Wolverine, is not really because of his healing ability, but I think deep down she was holding back. Because, yes, you can say that, oh, his adamantium skeleton was actually the thing that was keeping him alive while his body was tearing up. That doesn't make any sense because she's dismantling entire cars and vehicles and people and turning them to dust, which means that she could have dismantled Logan's flesh alone and left his adamantium skeleton there. I think she was completely holding back just because she actually loved Wolverine, and it's very touching, by the way, that entire scene in in what do you call this? The Last Stand, right? Uh, but I think if she didn't hold back, she would have dismantled his entire flesh pot into nothingness, leaving the adamantium skeleton there. Uh, yeah, and that would have been actually a pretty cool finale. And yeah, I think she's pretty OP and broken. Only reason I don't think she can take on this list is because she needs to probably properly target these characters, and I think they're way too powerful for her. Like especially the Superman, they would just rocket from the other end of the planet and destroy her. Like, yeah, if they took it seriously, they would just fly around the world at like some near light speed, destroy the atmosphere in the process. Like Superman generally they hold back when they fly. They're not really flying at their maximum speed. They always hold back because if they do fly at their full speed, they can actually destroy the atmosphere and completely wreck the Earth's like weather system, which is why they normally fly even faster when they're actually in space. And that's mentioned very specifically by the Superman Returns Superman, where he flew to Krypton and back in 5 years. He flew millions of light years in 2.5 years, and 2.5 years to get back. So, 5 years later, he returns after visiting his destroyed home planet, which means that he was traveling at lights like super luminal speeds, what they say, as he was traversing through space. But he wouldn't do that on Earth, and I think that makes a lot of sense. So yeah, and he was also depowered by kryptonite towards the end, so that's another thing. Wait, why do we see Thor again? I see Thor twice. I need a Stormbreaker Thor. Do we have a Stormbreaker Thor? Okay, let's say there's no Stormbreaker Thor. If there's no Stormbreaker Thor, I'm gonna put this Thor here. Actually, you know what? Yeah, Stormbreaker Thor is B. No Stormbreaker is C. Yeah, if it's Fat Thor, I'd probably put him in E tier. It's because they had some insane depowering done to him. Daredevil repetition. Wait, is this repeated beyond this point? I think it's dupes beyond this point. Uh, yeah, I think we're getting dupes. Right? Did we actually rank everyone? I seriously feel like we're missing some characters. Hmm, who are we missing? Let's think. Um, okay, we don't have any of the villains, which makes a lot of sense. Are we missing some of the Robins? Maybe the Batman and Robin's Robin. We're missing probably um a lot of the X-Men. We're totally missing a lot of the X-Men. We have some core X-Men here, but we're totally missing a lot of the other X-Men. We're also missing the regular Wolverine. Mm, yeah, I think just to compare, I'm gonna put the regular Wolverine here in this list, this tier. Um, anyone else? Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think this is a decent list. Let's just go through it very quickly just to sort some characters out here. I think this is pretty clear to be in this tier, E tier. Let's see if there's anyone we can promote to D. Who would win in just a King of the Hill battle among all of these, right? No, 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 no. Actually, you know what? I think this is a fair list. D tier. Um, Valkyrie and Sif. Only reason is because they're Asgardians. Actually, you know what? Let's move this lady Sif down because I don't think they gave her the limelight she needed to appear as strong as Sif. But I think technically, as strong as Valkyrie. But I think technically she would be. She would have been as strong as Valkyrie. She should be a Valkyrie, in fact. It's just that um, I think because they were preparing her for matrimony with Thor, they sort of kept her close to the Asgardians, and she became part of the heroes. What, the heroes 4 or 5 or something like that. As for this list, as I said, if it was comic Loki, it'd probably be in B tier, on par with Doctor Strange, because that's how powerful Loki is in the comics. But here, yeah, I guess this is fair. Um, this Hulk, maybe we can move. No, this Hulk is actually pretty strong. Is this Hulk that's not strong? Because he can get totally wrecked by this Iron Man. This Iron Man is pretty powerful. The MCU's Iron Man is pretty broken. I'm gonna leave him there just because he's so intelligent. Like he would find a way to beat everyone in this list, but he just can't stand a chance against this tier because this tier just boggles his mind. There's no way. Like if he doesn't prepare a actually, you know what? Even if he prepares a helmet that can resist Professor Xavier, that means you're giving Professor Xavier the chance to prepare, and I'm sure he would prepare a Cerebro powerful enough to just go through that resistance and defeat him. So yeah, for that reason, I think that's fair. This Flash would just destroy everyone. Actually, this Flash is super strong. Actually, you know what? Let's move this Flash up here to A tier. 10 seasons, and this Flash can he literally had a lightsaber lightning battle in season 9 or 10 or something. You guys should check it out. It's hilarious, by the way. They literally were using lightning as lightsabers and fighting. That's the level of this Flash right now. Yeah, I think it's pretty broken levels. Um, this Doctor Strange, I really want to put this Doctor Strange in A tier, but seeing him being beaten by Spider-Man, I think he deserves to stay in B tier. He's not as powerful as I thought he was, and I think Wanda is clearly going to have her power creep in the multiverse of madness, and I think she's definitely going to be on top of him. The Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I think they give her a power creep, make her the new Mary Sue, and I think that's how it's going to be. And between the two Ghost Riders, I think Robbie Reyes is probably this tier. Excuse me. And I think actually we can move both the Ghost Riders down just because they don't really have their full potential half of the time because of daylight. And I'm sure characters in the C tier list will figure out a way to easily defeat them. So for that reason, yeah. Okay, so I think we've narrowed down the top list here. I think the most powerful character, without a shadow of doubt, here is the yeah, right, right. It has to be Christopher Reeve Superman. We've seen him do it all. Like if he's pissed, yeah, yeah, no one stands a chance against him. He's too powerful. He is planet destroying because he could turn back a planet to turn back time, which means that his ability redefines the meta of what it could be a reality thing. Like in his version, people are able to do that. People are able to turn back time by turning back the planet. So that would mean that a lot of other characters here would able to reach his power level. But let's just say that that's his power, and he can do it in any of the other dimensions or everyone else's reality. That would make him the most powerful. Like in the comics, Thor can totally do that. Thor can turn back time because Mjolnir and his Odin Force actually gives him the reality warping abilities. So let's say that this is Stormbreaker Thor. This is MCU Thor, the regular day-to-day Thor. Let's say I have actually don't have another Thor, do I? Okay, you know what? Let's say this is Stormbreaker Thor, right? Peak Thor. Uh, Comic Thor is here. You know, Comic Thor is here. Comic Strange is here. Even Comic Loki might be an S. Yeah, I think Comic Loki is A, just one level below. But yeah, Comic Thor is totally here. But otherwise, MCU Thor is here. Stormbreaker Thor is here. So I think this is the most realistic list we have of the movie characters. So yeah, that's about it. It's been a good hour. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what your opinions are about these live action superhero tier list. Yeah, I think I did a decent job. I'm sure there's a lot to argue, but I'm pretty sure that between DE, there's a lot to swap, and probably between C and D too. I think C, D, and E are pretty much where you can mix things up a little bit. Maybe not E. I think C and D you can mix things up a little bit, but I think S, A, and B are pretty clear. You can move some characters from C to B maybe, Maybe you can argue that if you take Ghost Rider at the peak of his strength, he's probably B. I agree. You take Wonder Woman at the peak of her strength. Maybe she's B, probably. Um, Batfleck needs a lot of prep time, so he doesn't qualify. Vision, yeah, Vision has so many counters to him, so probably not. Quicksilver, we saw him get caught by Apocalypse in the in the Phoenix movie, so yeah, for that reason I think he's not as powerful as people thought. Yes, he is super fast, but that's about it. This Flash though can probably move to B tier when he's using his full power. When he's actually time traveling and stuff, he can probably move to B. But I think on a regular basis, he remains to be in C tier. I think both the Hulks were pretty well balanced in both the earlier film. This Hulk is probably stronger than MCU Hulk actually. This Hulk because he can keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Um, yeah, but he doesn't stand a chance against the B tier list. They're just too strong for him. And these characters in A tier, like this Superman, as I said, he can if he flew to Krypton and back in 5 years, he will fly through this list in 5 seconds. So yeah, it's pretty scary. Henry Cavill Superman 2, I think is pretty powerful, especially when he returns to his full strength in Justice League with the solar charging suit, gets his absorbs the energy of the sun before he goes down and gives a beating to Steppenwolf. Yeah, I think that yeah, he can totally take on the Justice League and take on probably every other characters in the list. This Green Lantern is definitely able to stop a world-ending level threat. So yeah, I think it's pretty fair. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied. So yeah, that's it for me. Um, Hope you guys like it. Let me know your thoughts. I really want to know what you guys think. Honestly, like, please tell me. This is what I live for. So yeah. Anyway, I really hope that we get to see certain characters better represented in these live-action films as they are in the comics, just to be given the respect to the character that we have known through the years. But regardless, I think any adaptation of the character is still welcome because it's so nice to be able to live in a time where we get so many wonderful superheroes and we're able to witness so many amazing, colorful, intelligent, and marvelous things that they can do on screen. And I can't wait to see more. Take care, guys.